Hello and welcome back to historic Fairview Estate. Today we are undertaking the task of getting rid of the old kitchen cabinets and appliances. One of the things we really had to be careful about here was working around some old electrical outlets and gas lines that weren't secured very tightly, so we had to shut off a bunch of electricity and shut off gas lines so that we could work around things. As you can tell, we spent a lot of time out of the room. That's because our dumpster is outside, and we kind of shuttled things just outside the door and tossed them, and then you see me out of the frame for quite a bit. It's because I'm taking stuff from where we were throwing them off the porch to the dumpster. All right, demo day of the kitchen. We got all the cabinets out, all the appliances out. There was a space heater right there. We took down the drop ceilings. That's acoustic paneling up there with just some furring strips behind it, and then plaster and lath above that. Looks like the plaster and lath was damaged a little bit. There's a hole right here where it looks like behind this. This is built out. There you can see the studs up there where they built this drywall out from the wall. I'll show you what's actually behind that. As you can see over by this door, right behind that paneling in here is the same thing as what's being shimmed out. If you look directly over here, you see they brought the wall out about a stud's width, but this plaster is about an inch thick, and then behind that is brick. So it goes brick, an inch of plaster. In here it's paneling, but then for the rest of the kitchen, it's a stud that goes out from the plaster, and then drywall, and then in this case it's paneling. In here it's drywall. So that's on this wall. On that wall, it's also built out. There's plaster and probably plaster on top of studs, because that's well, maybe not. We haven't pulled that back yet, so I won't speak to that. But it is built out some. You can kind of see at the top there, that's plaster, and then it's built out from the wall about 4 inches for the width of a stud, and then the sheetrock is going along that. This wall is a little more interesting. After I pulled out that space heater, I noticed there's subway tile. That's 2.5 inch by 12 inch subway tile behind there, which I don't know how far up the wall that goes. We haven't broken into this wall yet, but there is also brick behind this wall, because this wall would have been the exterior wall of the 1870s house that was built. And all of this kitchen was an addition for the 1908 to 1910 remodel, because underneath the butler's pantry is that old cistern, if you remember. And then, you know, this wall would have been the exterior wall. So we could verify that because we popped a hole in this drywall, and you can see there's an interior brick wall, a gap, and an exterior brick wall. That's what the original house would have been. So above this entryway, you've got brick, 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 brick. And then it's built out a little bit with the studs. You can see right there, there's studs. And they may have, I don't know, at some remodel stage, they may have done like a subway tile up behind that. We don't know if there's any behind any of that yet, because we haven't pulled it off, but I guess we'll find out. And then this is probably all lath and plaster, but it is very solid, and there may actually be some brick up behind all that, but we don't know yet. We can definitely tell that up there it's lath and plaster because of that hole. Anyways, next thing to come down is going to be these awful fluorescent lights and the acoustic tiles, and that's it.